Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing another underwater tips and tricks and jigging for a jigging spoon. I'm doing this now because ice fishing is coming up for most people. For some people, ice is ready. Most places it isn't though. So this video, you still have time to pick up your stuff to get ready. This video can help you if you want to catch more fish this winter. Today we're doing the jigging spoon, which is a very useful ice fishing lure, especially if you don't have a fish finder, because when you drop this thing down, it flashes, it makes noise, it will attract fish from a wider distance. So even if you're not able to use electronics to know you're right on a school of fish, it will really help you find them and draw them in from a broader distance to maximize the amount of fish you catch. Today I'm using the Castmaster Acme Tackle Co. company ice fishing jig. This is a kind of a yellowish color. I'll link everything I use in the description. Because why not? Even the rod and stuff, even though you can't see it, I might as well. So, on that regard, we're going to hop into the first tip, and hopefully this will help you catch more fish this winter. Here we go. Okay, so the first retrieve kind of jigging technique we're going to be using is just a rapid fire jigging. So this is great when you first drop down. When you first get there, you find like a little drop off, and you just want to try to find the fish, figure them out. So what I like to do is I like to drop it all the way down to the bottom, maybe reel it up, like I'd say a good foot off the bottom when you find that drop off, and then you just want to go crazy, no resting, just constantly jigging that thing. Because with the jigging spoon, this will cause it to make a lot of noise, make a lot of flashing, just attract fish. So if there aren't fish right there, just finding the fish. It's almost like your own personal non-electronic fish finder. If there's fish in the area, they're probably going to see this crazy flashing loud thing jumping off right next to the bottom and come over and check it out. While it may not be the best jigging technique when you find fish, it's a great way to attract fish to the area and then kind of transition into different techniques that will have a better chance of them actually biting it. But the rapid fire technique, as you can see, there is no resting. You just want to keep popping this thing up and down, because that causes it to flash, make noise, and you'll start to attract different fish to the area. Okay, the second technique we are going to be using is a 2 jigs and then a drop. This is kind of a medium in between the straight rapid fire jigging and still getting a little bit of a time where it's falling. So one thing you should take away from this video is you always want to maximize your fall. So for any type of fishing, you want to maximize the amount of time the bait is dropping and not moving, because that is the most times when the fish will bite it. So here, as you can see, we're going to do a little quick 2 jigs, so it's going to pop up and that'll create noise and flash and cause the fish to come, and then when you let it, drop back to where you started. So the fish will see this almost like a bait fish that's struggling and failing, and then it drops. It's almost like that. It's an easy meal when it drops back down. And you want to have that jigging up almost a little bit above the strike zone where the fish are, and then when you want it to have it drop, you want it to drop right back down to where the fish are. And when this drops right back in front of their face, that is when you're going to get the most bites. So you're going to keep working that up all the way until you're completely away from the fish, reel it up, drop it back down, and then you're going to just do it again and keep repeating until you keep getting those hits. Okay, the third and final tip that we're going to be working on is just a straight up jig and then drop. There's no shaking of the lure here, you're kind of just raising it up and letting it drop right back down. This really helps maximize the amount of dropping it has, the amount of time it's just falling where the fish will bite it. And it works really well when the fish are super finicky, so they're not really going for the shaking, kind of scares them away, they don't want to hit it. But when you just have that slow falling straight down, that really helps if the fish are getting scared by the rapid fire jigging, and the 2 jigs and drop. This really just brings it up, as you can see, and just lets it drop right back down. And this up and down motion will let the fish kind of just easily come up and bite it without having to chase after it. Just very slow, methodic approach to jigging that will really help maximize the bite. So you just want to pull it up and then drop it right back down. One final thing to realize about these jigging spoons is what to tip them with. Now, tipping a jigging spoon is when you put live bait on the hooks to help attract bites from different panfish, bass, pickerel, all types of different fish. So as you can see, I have mine tipped with a soft plastic, which I really don't recommend to do. I just did that because I didn't have any as an example. Wax worms work really well, regular night crawlers, regular worms. Minnow heads will really help with bass and walleye, fish like that. So if you are using a jigging spoon, one thing to consider is definitely tipping it with some sort of live bait. It will really help maximize catching fish. And that's all I have. Thank you for watching. If you want to see different types of lures, anything like that, just leave a comment down below and I can get them and do another video. And have fun fishing, tight lines. Thanks for watching.